Boys and girls watching, it is what time?
Writing time!
It is writing time. So let's go ahead and get Mr. Pencil up and we'll get started. Now let's not scream at him this morning, but let's say, yoo-hoo, Mr. Pencil, time to wake up. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Yoo-hoo, Mr. Pencil, time to wake up. Are you awake? Oh, good. The boys and girls are wide awake and ready to work hard. Class, stand, and let's do our best and sing our alphabet song with our friends that are watching. Begin. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Tell me what you think of me. Excellent job. You may be seated. All right, eyes this way. We are going to write these letters today on our paper. Now, I wonder why we're going to write M and D. There are some special guests on our paper today. Oh, somebody's peeking out from our paper today. I'm not going to tell you who our guests are, but they start with M and D. Oh, don't. If you think you might know, just smile at me, and we'll find out in just a minute. Let's look right here at capital M. It starts on a red dot. We're going to slant down and curve at the dotted line. Go back up to the red dot and stop. We curve down to the pink carpet. Where do I go from here, Angelina? Tell me.
Climb up the mountain.
Climb up the mountain, and then I go above the dotted line, and I curve down to the
pink carpet.
Then I'm going to retrace back up the same line above the dotted line and
Curve.
then what do I do?
And this smile.
Well, I go down to the
Pink carpet.
and I end in a
Smile.
good job. Way to go. All right, class stand. Peter Pointer up. Peter Pointer touch my red dot. Begin. Curve down to the dotted line and around back to the red dot. Curve down to the pink carpet. Retrace back up the same line above the dotted line and curve down to the pink carpet. Retrace back up the same line above the dotted line and curve down to the pink carpet and end in a smile. Nice. Give Peter Pointer a kiss. Good. All right, sit down. Now we're going to make little m. I wonder who could tell me how to make little M. Let's see. Kyla, real loud, tell me how to make little m. I start at the
Red dot.
Whoa, that was loud. I like it. Then what do I do?
Slant up to the dotted line. Slant down to the pink carpet. Slant up to the dotted line. Slant down to the pink carpet. Slant up to the
Curve up to the dotted line
and then a smile.
and end in a smile. Come give me a high five. That is the loudest I've heard you. Good job. I hope you continue to do that. Way to go. All right, class stand. Sit on the floor. Use your chair. Boys and girls watching, use your chair too where you're sitting. And let's do it together. Find a red dot. Here we go. Slant up. Curve around down to the pink carpet. Go back up the same line and curve at the dotted line and down to the pink carpet. Go back up the same line, curve around down at the dotted line and down to the pink carpet and end in a smile. Nice job. Stand up. Wow, these are looking very sharp. Very nice, boys and girls watching. Good for you. Give yourselves a high five. Sit down and erase it. Good job. All right, now let's look at this letter right here. How do I make this letter? Cyrus, tell me what to do. I start at the
Red dot,
I'm going to slant down to the
pink carpet,
I curve at the pink carpet and I loopy-loop and cross back over to the
red dot,
no, what is this called?
the pink carpet,
Yes, then I curve all the way back up to the
red dot,
then I curve down to the
pink carpet,
what's this line?
the dotted line,
And end in a, and then what do I do here? I don't smile, I
curve.
I wave. I wave. All right, let's see. You help me out. What am I going to do, class? I start at the
Red dot.
Okay, let's use our inside voice. I slant down and curve at the
pink carpet.
I'm going to loop around and cross over to the
Pink carpet.
I curve back up to the
Red dot.
I curve down to the
Dotted line.
and I
Wave.
Yes, you did it. Good job. Now let's look at this letter right here. It starts at a red dot, and I'm going to curve down to the pink carpet and back to the red dot. I go through the dotted line, retrace down the same line to the pink carpet, and end in a smile. What letter is that?
Little D.
Little D. Good job. And we're going to do that on our paper today. But first, I need a helper. And I am definitely going to pick William because he has been sitting up straight and tall and working so hard. William, will you come do our puzzle right here? All right. What letter is that, William?
M.
M. Good. So he matched M's together. We'll check his work in just a minute. Good job. Ooh, he's working hard. All right, come stand by Mrs. Stewart. Let's check his work right here. All right, he said these were the M's, so he did that. What letter is this, class?
D.
D. Let's see. Yes, he did it. How about this one?
B.
B. Yes, he did it. And this one?
C.
Yes, he did it. Double high fives. I like it. Way to go. All right, you may be seated. Class, stand. Get out your twinkle stars. Upstairs, downstairs, in the basement. Upstairs, downstairs, in the basement. Upstairs, downstairs, in the basement. This is where our letters live. Great job. You may be seated. Turn your chair into the table. And let's pass out our papers and get started on our paper. As soon as you get your paper, turn it over, and you will get to see the surprise guest. Go ahead. Find your paper, turn it over, slant it on your paper, on your stars, I mean. Quickly. Turn it over. Oh, Mila has her paper slanted and she has her hands in her lap ready for Mrs. Stewart. Good job. Make sure your toes are tucked under the table. Make sure your tummy's to the table. Back on your back. Sitting up straight and tall. I'm seeing some tables that are not ready with their chairs, not ready with their toes. We have to be sitting up straight and tall, ready to do our very best in all that we do. Take out your pencil, pencil check. Daddy says,
Buckle up.
Mommy says, and the baby say?
I will obey.
Excellent job. Let's look right here. Did you look at your paper? Who is our special guest, Carter? Do you know who they are? Kayla, who do you think they are? Mommy and Daddy. So Mommy and Daddy have come to school today, and they are our special guests. And it says, love one another as I have loved you, John 15:12. That's in the Bible. So we have a Mommy and a Daddy right here. Now, they look very happy, don't they? Because they're excited about the work that you're going to do. I hope you're going to do your best. Pencil rest on the Mommy. Pencil rest on the Mommy. And let's look right here because this is her letter. Mommy starts with what letter? M. Good job. So I'm going to start right here at the first house, the first red dot. I'm going to slant down and curve at the dotted line, go right back up to the red dot. Then I curve around down to the pink carpet. Then I am going to retrace back up the same line, and above the dotted line I curve and go down to the pink carpet. I retrace back up the same line to the above the dotted line and curve around down to the pink carpet and end in a smile. And then I'm going to do little m. I start at the red dot, I curve up to the dotted line and down to the pink carpet. Retrace back up, curve around at the dotted line, and down to the pink carpet. Retrace back up to the dotted line, curve around down, and I end in a
Smile.
a smile, just like the mommy on our paper. All right, go to the first house, the first red dot. Begin. Start at the red dot. Make sure your toes are under the table. Make sure you're sitting up straight and tall. Here we go. Curve around down to the dotted line. Go up to the red dot and curve down to the pink carpet. Retrace back up the same line. Go above the dotted line and curve around the mountain and go down to the pink carpet. Retrace back up the same line. Go above the dotted line, curve around down and end in a smile. Pencil rest on the teacher card. I have almost everybody's eyes at table 3. Half of table 2, half of table 1, and all of the boys and girls watching. Good job. I want all eyes this way. We're in the second box, the third red dot. I curve down to the dotted line and curve around and back up to the red dot. I curve and go down to the pink carpet. I retrace back up the same line above the dotted line and I curve around and go down to the pink carpet. I lost some eyes. I retrace back up the same line, go above the dotted line, curve around down to the pink carpet, and end in a smile. Then I go to the second red dot in this box, but it's the fourth red dot. I curve up to the dotted line, curve around down to the pink carpet. I go back up and curve at the dotted line and down to the pink carpet, retrace back up to the dotted line, curve around down to the pink carpet, and end in a smile. Go to that second box, the third red dot, begin. Start at the red dot. Let's see if you can go slow and stay with my words so you can stay on the lines. Curve around down to the dotted line. Go back up to the ceiling, curve down to the pink carpet. Retrace back up the same line. Go above the dotted line and curve around down to the pink carpet. Retrace back up. Go above the dotted line, curve around down to the pink carpet, and end in a smile. Go to the little M in that same box, fourth red dot. Curve up to the dotted line. Curve around down to the pink carpet. Retrace back up the same line. Curve around down to the pink carpet. Retrace back down to the same line, and end in a smile. Good job. All right, now we're in the second house, the first red dot. Where do I find that first red dot, William?
By the house.
Yes, I sure do. You know why I called on you? Because you had your eyes glued and ready to work hard. I like that. I start at the red dot. I'm going to slant down and curve at the pink carpet. I loop around and cross back over to the pink carpet. I go right back up to the ceiling to the red dot. I curve down to the dotted line and wave. Then I'm going to go to little d. I start right here on the dotted line. I curve down to the pink carpet. I go back up, go through the dotted line, retrace down to the pink carpet, and end in a smile. Go to the second house, first red dot. Begin. Slant down to the pink carpet and curve. Loop around and cross over to the pink carpet again. Go up to the ceiling, touch the red dot. Go through to the dotted line and wave. Go to little d. Curve around down to the pink carpet. Go up to that red dot, go through the dotted line, retrace down the same line, and end in a smile. All right, one box to go. Let's see if I have everybody's eyes the whole time. Can I look back and see I have all your eyes? Watch me. I slant down to the pink carpet, I loop around and cross over to the pink carpet, and I go right back up to the ceiling to the red dot. Almost. I curve down to the dotted line and I wave. Then I go to the next red dot. I curve down to the pink carpet. I go back up to the red dot. I go through the dotted line, retrace down and end in a smile. Boys and girls watching, you have one box left to do. You have the capital D and little d. I know you're going to do a good job. Listen to your on-site teacher's direction as she directs you in tracing these letters. Keep doing your best today.